Okay, I'm gonna do a little karaoke this morning. I have a much lower range than the woman who was cast to be the voice of Sleeping Beauty. The castle at Disneyland is Sleeping Beauty themed. The one in Florida is Cinderella themed, if you know anything about Disney lore. So there is a walkthrough in the Anaheim Castle where you can see scenes that were depicted in the movie in through like windows, and their 3D demonstrations of the movie, which is super cool, right? And actually, when I went to the Magic Castle, which is super exclusive, the reason we were able to go to the Magic Castle was my mom took me to a fundraiser for this place up in Huntington Beach that does wildlife restoration. They clean up birds that are affected by like oil spills and stuff because there's a lot of drilling right off the coast. And so they bring them in, they cleanse them with Dawn, the dish detergent, that's what they use. And then they release them back into the wild when they are rehabilitated. They were doing a silent auction, and I won the bid on the Magic Castle tickets, right? So I got 4 tickets, and I took my mom, my son, and a friend of mine from high school. And we all went, and you cannot take any video in the Magic Castle. You can't take pictures, you can't take any video, but it is one of the most amazing venues I've ever been to. And apparently, one of the people that was a member did some work for Disney and provided a miniature of, I think it was this. No, actually, it was probably the Haunted Mansion, if I remember correctly. But I couldn't take a picture of it, so like, how am I supposed to remember at this point? Okay, so I sing in a lower range. I come across much more as a jazz artist, because I have a lower range. Anyway, let's just go. Let's do it. I'm gonna cut it there. I mean, because it kind of just repeats itself after that. But if you are familiar with the movie and the song, that was the movie that kind of launched the park. And Walt Disney got his idea for Disneyland by taking his kids to the carousel in Griffith Park. There is famously a bench and a carousel horse in the museum by the Hall of Presidents in Main Street, USA. And if you listen to the timing of that song, it sounds very much like something that you would hear on a carousel. So always be listening for that. You know, you don't have to be a musical genius to pick up on minor things like that.